What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the last match here on this week's Campus Championship for the card game UniVersus. My name's Tam, and I'm joined with
Jeff.
Yes, so both of us doing commentary today. We've got Inferno versus Super Skullman 33 as our final match. It's going to be a good one. Two 5-hand-sized characters getting at it. Really showing the power of just big, beefy attacks. So, with that said, looks like Inferno won the die roll, and Inferno is playing a fairly greedy, deck. Thank you, Notorious Iguana. That was a YouTube sub. I don't know how to turn this off. Playing a fairly greedy deck. Build 4, holds 1. I think it might be a coffee samba, but it looks like we've got a Nutcracker coming in. Card's pretty strong. The big thing about this the Super Skullman deck, though, is it's all about value. It's just value city, being able to commit cards in order to pass checks and so on and so forth. But if it goes a little too hard, Inferno might just accidentally kill it. And so we'll just have to see how the rest of this turn ends up. The 2 cents of morals not having to count towards progressive difficulty because of their ability. My question is, Jeff, how do you foresee this match going?
I don't know. I think Inferno might have a good chance of just bopping them, you know?
Yeah. I think it really depends on how much damage we can just pop off on these first 2 turns might determine how the rest of the game goes, right?
Yeah.
This choke throw is going to be for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is, a ton. It's like an actual million. Not to mention if we find any Puncher Judies on top of it.
Yeah.
So he has to make the block happen. He takes the 5, goes to 26. Coffee Samba on the 6. From here we can each draw a couple cards. That did draw a shotgun into Skullman's hand, I believe. Which this is gonna be a crazy strong turn. I mean, this is another, 6 damage on top of this? So, at least 12, if not 13 damage. Unless we remove an attack.
Do we have a Puncher Judy?
I'm not positive.
Would be pretty... Ooh, he removed an attack.
It removes the attack, and then he gets extra damage off of the... He should get extra damage off of...
Play on a 7? Yeah, of course he is. Nope.
4, 5, 6. Man.
How about you do one to yourself?
All right. How do you feel? Would you have played the attack there? Just YOLO'd it out? This attack sphere does get to copy the throw that was just removed, and so it does
4 speed. I don't actually hate it as much as at first I did, but
anyways, we're moving on to Super Skullman's turn. He's got 2 foundations. We're ready. Looking like a moon ritual dance is coming out. Gets to build in a cool card for free. Discard a momentum.
+1 damage, draw a card.
It seems okay. It now says that the partial block is still going to get us a character.
Yep. No worries.
Takes the 3, builds in Super Skullman, and the thing about Super Skullman is he has made this Moon Dance Ritual not count towards progressive difficulty, and so he will just be able to continue to play out these big long strings. I would only check 5s and not have to pass cards later on in the turn, and so it's just going to make a 4 attack stacked shotgun just really powerful.
Real cool if we have another moon ritual right here.
Oh, for sure.
But
I think that might be a little asking for a little much,
Oh, it's not. No, not for Jake.
Not for Jake. I guess that's fair with how hot he's been drawn today.
There weren't any 5 damage throws under fire with Gage.
He's gonna stack a
Is he
card.
is he thinking about the sword get longer on a 7?
I'm just debuilding one.
Or no, it's
Maybe?
still on a 6. Even better. He's he's definitely doing it.
I actually think that's the right play.
That's such a good play.
Get to build out your
You already
foundations.
like committed to it.
What?
He's about to play it now. He's thinking about it.
The card we're talking about here is Sword Get Longer, and it just essentially says that he gets to build 3 foundations off the top of his deck for free, just like a insane power play, while still being aggressive. Kind of bananas for any low hand size good character.
Thanks for letting me block that. You're home.
Going in for an easy block, checks a 6/7. We knew it was going to happen, but that's okay. The point of the Sword Get Longer was not to do the 6 damage, but it was to build a bunch of foundations.
You should hold down.
From there, we commit the 2, right?
You want a
1, 2,
for the one you already
yeah.
have board?
Yeah, the other cool thing about Super Skullman is like he says that your foundations are easy to play at the end of your chain as well. Like, and that's actually what I really like about him. Is you just say all your attacks equal progressive, and then your foundations are totally chill. What does Inferno do off of 3 foundations here? I mean, we could just go for it, right?
I feel like we kind of have to.
You know what, Jake? You were right. I told you.
I guess it just really depends on
Oh, we have a 4th foundation.
I guess it just depends on what we have here.
The Shogun Grab.
3.
Going in for the grab. This thing's gonna do 1,000,000 damage.
Got it.
Kieran's Soul might be one of our big saving graces on this turn, because it does say -2 speed, and if we block this throw, it deals no damage. But we do have the Punch and Judy that we get to activate here.
Let's take a look. See what my next turn.
We honestly could get this thing up to 30 damage.
Yeah.
I think we easily could.
Because he has still mill 6 more plus any
One card in your hand better
punch
be
and
fucking
judy.
good.
Correct. Plus, it gets a damage for each attack in our discard pile.
Yeah.
Every attack, every single attack that we see in our discard pile is +1. So we could have at max plus 19 extra damage if we have every single attack. So currently we have 1 attack removed for sure. We have 1 attack being played as the grab. We have 1 attack in momentum. And so with only
16?
21 attacks total, so 18. Yeah, again, plus 18 damage. Kind of cool. I don't know. At this point, I would just count and be like, all right, plus 18. He said discard draw. I gotta be able to block something, dude.
That help you?
He finds a 0-man block.
You want to do it again?
Not gonna save him.
No, certainly not.
Yeah, this is kind of the power of Big Shot Punch and Big Shot Judy. Big Shot Punch just says your attack gets +3 or -3 damage, and you add a Judy. Judy says the same thing, but for speed, and adds Punch. And so with 4 copies of each of these in your deck, you just get +12/+12 on whatever you want. And with this card already giving an extra 18 damage plus an extra 6 damage off of Inferno, yeah, this is just he just picks you up and then just smacks you in the mouth.
Just at a 40 damage attack, no big deal.
Easy.
7 speed, that's 7 damage already.
It's killing me if it hits me.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little upsetting.
He's just leaving him in the card pool.
Cool folks be
That's
good.
not how that works.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's send it.
I need a 6.
You block. I draw
He
one.
said, "Nope,
Draw 2.
not getting there." Well, yeah, game 1 goes to Inferno. That's what happens when you, when you big shot a throw. All right, moving on to game 2. All right, guys, we're back into to game 2.
Going first?
Skullman's gonna be going first this time. Talking to bro in the chat. Yeah, one of the things about the big shots is it's like it touches like 4 game piles of like making your check or putting in your card pool, making your check, removing from the game, searching your discard pile. So it's really easy to lose track of something. So just leaving it in your card pool and just like remove them all when you're done is like I think a totally fun play. Oh my goodness, we got a build 5 from Super Skullman. Very, very
exactly
strong.
what he needed. Yeah.
Because not only does it say build 5, but this also says this also could be a debuild 1 or a build 4 to debuild my opponent 1, which feels good. It feels totally fine.
Not again.
Wow, I think these big cats might come in handy.
I don't want
After an
triple
unblocked attack,
energy
gain 1, and then you can also -2 damage because we've got more vitality, and we start at more vitality than Super Skullman.
Those give -2 damage.
Yeah. And then I gain a life because of the 5 mana.
Go ahead and turn on our card look, and now look at Super Skullman. So Skullman, I think the big play here is like I actually don't even think we need to necessarily poke here. I guess unless we're no longer poking. We're just throwing some pretty chunk damage. Ooh, we're not going to see the combo. So Movie Star says if it's committed during the enhanced step, it gets +2 damage. So not only do we commit it to give 2 damage, but with Super Skullman, we say that it ignores progressive. And we can choose to either have it ignore progressive or use its own ability because of the fact that it has a draw. We get to draw a card, so we can either now draw another card off of Movie Star, or bring it back in. Ooh, what a good play, man! This is some big brain stuff from Jake. Okay, so from here we now get to commit with the Endless Determination with Super Skullman.
He already committed the Sensimorals for that.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
Interesting.
Pass.
He's got big plans.
He apparently's got big plans.
Look at
That's
the
okay.
operator.
We hit an easy text here block. It's got a 2 high block. Part of the main engine inside of the Super Skull, or excuse me, inside of the Inferno deck, of just being able to copy a lot of Inferno's attacks are all just 1-ofs. Choke throw, spine sweep, coffee samba, missile launcher, flight of the wicked, all 1-ofs. And so Texier being able to just copy whatever tech piece he needs at the time is very, very powerful. But Super Skullman's moving on to a Spirit Shotgun. It looks like he's gonna have to totally commit out. Right? Yeah, I'll only commit 2 cards because the 1 card does not count as progressive. How strong. And then
Yeah, sure. Match
we now get to play with our Endless Determination.
Give it +3. It did not count.
Pass.
Using the
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
big cats
Game on.
and give it the minus damage to make 2 extra checks to gain 2 life back.
It's just if
Only
my
play
hand
your
says-
hand says.
Yeah.
The first ability you can't do it 5. Okay.
Yeah, really, really strong. This attack pretty much didn't do anything, especially, being the powerhouse that is Spirit
Math,
Shotgun.
yes. I got real worried. I was like, man, math.
That's okay. You're losing one of those.
So currently neither of these cards count towards progressive difficulty. He forms and stacks 1 on top of the deck, which feels, oh my goodness, which feels really good as Super Skullman, as it lets him just automatically pass this Moon Ritual Dance and keep popping
I'm
off.
scared of fucking 2 damage.
Gonna build in a foundation, nice and easy. Is Movie Star actually a one check? Oh my goodness, I had no idea. So he builds in the Movie Star and is going to give it an additional 2 damage and make it also not count towards progressive difficulty. So now the half block says that it's going to do extras.
You got there.
We respond and gain 1, right?
Yeah, I think he already did.
Okay. I must have just missed it. Oh, he had to have because he got the big cat on top of his discard pile. From here, we just build a couple cards and be content.
Yeah, 'cause I need you need to block.
Man, what a productive turn for Super Skullman.
Might.
If blocking side
It's a crazy good turn.
I'm gonna have troubles.
Jump back on Technical Sphere because it's like the main card. Yeah, we have to be building here. Cards like Marshall Banana seem really, really strong inside of Super Skullman.
Let's do this one.
or excuse me, inside of Inferno, just because of the how many cards we're allowed to remove. Build 4 seems strong, and honestly, with how many attacks that were played from Super Skullman,
No, he'll have 5 more.
only having taken 5 damage after the end of that string is like fine.
Yeah. I thought you were about to say that he won't have attacks. And I was like,
No,
you better expect him to have 5 more attacks.
He's increasing his hand size, and so I don't doubt he'll not have attacks. Not to mention he's increasing his hand size, and he's got 2 movie stars. Like, very easy for us to accidentally find attacks here. Destroying a foundation to build 1 in. He builds in the Kalyuga.
Oh no!
And now, with Kalyuga inside the staging area, he's now going to be able to play multiple Scarlet Meteors, because you can just destroy a foundation and build back in that Kalyuga after using it for the powerful ability. Not to mention, if we attempt to play one of the enhances on the on a big shot, we can destroy one of our assets and cancel it. So if we are afraid of it happening because of the White House. It's interesting we didn't draw off the White House though. We did just add this Kalyuga into our staging area.
Mm-hmm.
They might just be playing really quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He probably just forgot.
I will.
Take 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, chooses not to block in order to gain his vitality back. Stacks the card on top of his deck, and then attempts to play another one. Here's where it's about to be trouble in Chinatown. Because of the fact that we've got double Scarlet Meteor, and the fact that we've got Super Skullman as well as
Pass.
a Super Skullman in order to make things not count as progressive, as well as Kalyuga to destroy and blow things back up. Like, it's going to be really, really easy to accidentally find a win condition here.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 15.
Goes in. This one's on a 5. Checks a 3. Committing 2, 4, and 5. From here, we destroy one of our committed cards and bring back in.
Pass.
Oh, it didn't even fucking use
And bring back in our Kalyuga, and we can just play it again. So I'm going to check another 5. It's pretty much going to be game over, as long as we don't have an acceptable block on Inferno's side.
Good friend over there disagreeing. Yeah.
12 damage.
Pushing this for lethal. This should be game with Inferno only having 1 card in hand. Even if we full blocked this, we could still present this for lethal on the next attack. I believe. Let me think. Yeah, because we can... Yeah.
Do.
Interesting.
Pass. Pass.
Wants to flip and draw another card. Like, the only thing I could maybe be scared of from, like, attempting that loop a 3rd time is Breaker. But, like, we haven't seen anything from Inferno. Inferno has the low block, and we now push it to game 3. All right, you guys, we're back in it. Game 3, 1-1 on the 5-hander throwdown. Yeah, we had Super Skullman kind of show off how his deck works with a bit of a loop for his Scarlet Meteors, and Inferno just like not pop off quite nearly as hard as he did in game 1. But now Inferno gets to go first. Looks like he drew kind of a bad hand.
You know what?
but-
I noticed, Tim.
Yeah, Inferno failed his first card.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, I was about to talk about what I've noticed throughout this whole tournament is the power of the person going first. But I guess maybe not.
I mean, we'll find out if Super Skullman gets to go first. If Super Skullman wins, and yeah, you're right.
This deck. Tech Sphere on 5.
So he's just gonna attack. Okay.
He might be forced to.
Inferno, remove 3. Mill 3, remove 1.
I mean, we get a search for a card. That's kind of cool.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Easy. So yeah, as we said before in the previous games, here is Technical Sphere, kind of the one of the sweet backbone cards of this deck. Of just like you get to pick kind of whatever you want, and this added up to your hand.
I hope you're building. I hope you're searching a foundation right now. Like, actually.
I kind of really need to.
Might debuild a
He might be trying to just pop off with a Punch and Judy loop here, because I know he has at least 2 blue cards in his hand.
Maybe you probably want to use him before he gets White House.
Yeah.
So.
That makes the most sense to me. And just guarantee that this attack is going to deal at least 12 damage.
Yeah.
Put him in the danger zone, and then his throws can maybe mop up the job next
showed
turn.
his opponent for the 5th time
Yeah.
today.
Fun fact: because of the way that it's ruled as Technical Sphere, you do not have to show your opponent because it's going from a private zone into a private zone. Fun fact: one of the only cards that does that, being Let's Party. And he has to remove a card out of his hand. Just decides to remove the punch. Hey, we found one.
Oh.
All right, so now we're pushing into our Punch and Judy loops. We found the Judy. Now
That's
playing
failure.
the Punch. Actually crazy. Of the one he wanted to fail, it was he wanted to pass the Punch.
Yes.
Goes for the block. This is on an 8. Checks a 5. Just has to commit 3 cards. And then now we have Breaker 2. So now this is going to be on a 4. It checks easy. This is on a 4. It checks easy. And then we pass. So build 2. And then getting the Meteor out of his hand actually is not that terrible of a play, honestly.
No.
Honestly, obviously it doesn't feel that amazing to, like, play 2 blue cards and not actually get anywhere with them. But if that's what your hand gives you, that's what your hand gives you. Trying to look into Jake's hand. It looks like we've got
Sword get longer.
Sword Get Longer, which is going to push him from the early game just straight into mid game very, very quickly. Skullman having not stacked any cards here, you're going to get to do the minus damage. Makes a check where? Where do we make the check from?
Soul Sword.
I was looking at
Oh.
Skullman. He made a check off of Sense of Morals.
Yeah.
That's what I was missing. I didn't see the Sense of Morals down there. Endless Determination, Marrying Age, and then he's probably gonna form one of these face downs up because they just don't have card tech currently. He's gonna stack a card on top of his deck,
I'm playing with Jacob Johnson now.
and then auto passes the last one.
Whoa!
Good stuff. Ooh, and the better part is he put the asset inside of his discard pile, so he can now pick it up with Meteor style if he finds it. James coming in, wanting to party. It's party time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Gets to find his actual card that he wants. Don't put your hand in your deck.
Yeah, it's not looking good for
What do
Inferno.
we find here? Do we actually just find
Hand.
another Let's Party? Hey.
I guess I don't have to tell you again. Keep doing that.
I wonder if he'll get it right at all.
No.
Stop it, dude.
I'm just actually making sure I don't check that.
Why would he?
He always instantly thinks about it right after he reveals it.
Yup.
Like,
It's like, I don't have to show you.
Card,
Yep, you're right.
fucking get out of your diet.
Remove the foundation out of his hand. See, here's the thing. I think Super Skullman's got this in the bag
oh yeah.
because of the fact that he just like, he built.
Sends him loose.
He didn't fail his check accidentally. Find a nutcracker with the breaker. Now the other Let's Party in his hand is like useless. We can't deal with the breaker.
On a 4. 3, 4.
I don't know. I feel like we actually were supposed to commit Inferno there, but
Yeah, probably.
yeah. But at the same time, Skullman can just stack whatever card we had. So. Doesn't feel great. Saving grace, getting hit with the 5 hand size syndrome. Not finding any attack cards. So Super Skullman has got some solid defensive pieces, but not really but no real gas. What could be worried? Be worried about deadlock wise.
The card on top of his discard pile would have been a decent deadlock. And
I meant as Super Skullman. We are counting our foundations.
yeah, I'm talking about the card on top of James' discard pile.
Oh, the flip one.
Yep, would have
Honestly,
been fine.
I mean, flipping foundations really doesn't do anything to push Inferno's game plan. It just says that like Super Skullmans just don't have a card effect.
It's kind of important. Like, do you get to choose? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I wonder what I drew.
I mean, I'd like him to have one less endless determination.
Let's party.
Let's party, dude. All right. This is our third party in a row. James is a party animal. What attack is he gonna show? Oh, I guess we have missile launcher, which has a pretty okay deadlock ability.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember.
And he actually put it face down this time. What? We don't know.
Insane.
There, but I gotta teach myself not to show people my cards.
Yeah.
I fucking don't want this image of
Jake's about to mill 3 attacks.
No, my
Oh,
one
2
mana.
meteors? Crazy.
Mill 3. And the other bad check's gone? Oh, fuck yes.
Give it an extra damage.
Mill 3. 1, 2, 3. 6 damage.
These 3 remove the 6. So now this is a 13 damage attack. Seems pretty strong. This is the only card inside of his hand. He opts to fail it, but chooses to take only a little bit. We do have a passing the torch, and so we do have an extra draw 2 in our hand.
The answer.
So failing this card was not the worst thing in the world.
Well, I only have one.
Down. Samba me. Draw me cards.
I don't think I have a card
There's
that
gonna be
actually.
a 5
I mean, all we have to do here
And you don't
is
have, like,
find
any
a
either.
Shokin, and then pump it up to 30, and then we win. I guess we have Kieran Soul. Just kidding. Just kidding.
5, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that was the plan.
That was the plan.
Yours?
Copy, let's party.
Yeah, sorry. Copy this party. Yeah. If I copy the throw,
He draws his 2. I think I saw a Skullman in there. This card is going to be full blocked.
Mill 4 search.
Unless he actually drew 2 non-blocks, which would be Banana Sandwich. He copied Let's Party to find another card.
Another mystery card.
Yeah. Interesting
Yours.
the lines that we're taking here.
Mill 3 for damage. 6 damage.
I don't know. I actually would have saved my. Sorry,
Pass.
Omega sword.
It was indeed Flight of the Wicked. Yeah, found a Super Skullman. Play you on a 5 and then pass. And then we just have to hope Super Skullman just doesn't do 31. He hasn't drawn attacks all game, and so he is due. And then doesn't draw him again. Man.
Was it just a shotgun? Yep,
Just
a
play the shotgun. Checks a 2 on it. Ouch. He might play a bunch of draw cards. He does have a draw 2 on the board,
If it's blocked.
Sure.
so maybe.
Discard 3 with Inferno. Actually. Yeah, discard 3 with Inferno.
Interesting that we went for it. I guess we're going to cycle anyways.
You attack off the top? Let's
Well,
go,
and then
dude.
remove with Inferno.
Oh yeah. Just remove the top. Just remove the top alone.
We're going to move top 10 and then 11 to make it. The 11th one's going to be cool.
Yeah. That'll be the fury attack. The Goro.
Unfortunately, probably. 1, 2,
2.
3,
Now, because of how the game works,
4.
we're going to move the top 10 cards for our deck.
We're not focused on
10.
And then
no
continue to play the game. One of the good
Story's
things about
over.
UniVersus is the more that you play the game
Storyteller's over.
wants you to play, and so
It was the Fury, though.
Got it.
I think it should be in your discard pile,
My enhance was what? The throw?
right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me double check.
Yeah, I can't stop it. Pass.
Was that last party the last card of your removal, or the last card?
Let's card a mill, and then you had to remove it.
Because I'm forced to.
Yeah, that was 11.
You were removing with Inferno.
Yeah.
I thought you were using sword. Just making sure we're all
Sword's
kosher.
committed. Sword playable committed? No, okay.
Movie star
do, sure.
to draw a card.
Yeah, sure. 2 more damage.
Yep.
Pass.
So he had to remove it off of Inferno
Card is it?
because it was Inferno's effect.
Pass.
Give it 2 damage.
2, 2, 2. Okay, pass.
Yeah, just opts to just take the damage. Kind of showing his hand that he doesn't really have a great block.
Sure.
We did have a Dark Chirito in hand, but he just says that he just is counting and says that he can't
Calm down,
get
dude.
to the
I
damage.
guess if we're going to try and shotgun again, we'll wait.
No, wait, sorry. Put down dying range on top.
Yeah, sure. I'll draw another undying range.
All right.
I wonder what I drew. Fucking, what the fuck is this hand?
This is a fantastic hand for James. Being able to lead off with this missile launcher and say that this thing is
Looks like
actually
25.
just
Hey,
unbelievably scary.
you made it.
Give it +3 to its power, to all of its key
It's gonna get +3 to all its keyword ratings, so it's got stun 5. Not amazing because we do have sense of morals. Maybe double sense of morals on field? No, just 1.
No.
Yeah, maybe the first
More like
move was actually just EX 2. Just give it a little extra speds.
I guess, yeah, probably.
I mean, he had sense of, he had the wishing ward out, so
Here's.
this thing needs to be blocked. Like it just has to be. Otherwise, we're just gonna get nuked. Ooh,
Mill 3 for
drew
damage.
a mid block.
Sure. Stun 5.
Yeah, it's like every single one of these cards are like going for his entire life total. It's crazy. Okay, so we have now 5 committed cards.
Sure.
that we can Sense of Morals back up. So he will have cards in his hand for the rest of the game.
6 damage.
Give it another 6 damage.
Plus 4 speed by milling 4. Yeah. Yours. Sure.
Put it to 0. It is a 0 low for 15.
Sure.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. This should tell you a lot about what's in his hand.
Sure. This one's better.
5, 6, 7.
No, it has to be the 6. 6.
5, 6.
Discard top 4.
Inspiration.
He's not a desperation yet.
7.
Is he?
Nope. You're right.
Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Discard top 4 for plus 1. for each
1,
of
2, 3, 4, and then he gets
2.
plus a bunch of damage for each of his.
6 is what it looks
Yeah.
like.
It's 5 apparently.
Sure.
Commit and draw a card.
Yes. Yes.
Ready it back up.
Yes.
Checks with Sense of Morals. At this point, Jake is trying to get through his deck to find his attacks again because he has counted his discard pile and knows how many attacks he has in there.
Dang.
Opts to just take it and go down to 5.
Number 2. I'm good.
I could've- I'm choosing not to, so I can kill you.
Makes sense.
Dragon gets built, right?
Yeah,
Just in case.
Oh, like it matters.
I built this.
yeah, he fixed it.
Like it.
Okay, so now can
He built the dying range.
Can Super Skullman
You block
find
this one.
more than just actually if we can't block the Dark Chirito, which we cannot,
Built you on the dying range for 6
we
turns.
actually should just have game on board here.
There's no way he lets me keep a card that says add something to my hand.
I think Super Skullman actually just won off of this singular play.
There's a couple attacks. In it.
Oh yeah, it's
drawing that?
it's totally over. Dan, you showed up right as soon as it's over. We Dark Chirito multiple, make all the multiples not count towards progressive, then play shotgun at the end, and then he's
Issues.
dead. Wow,
Nice.
hard checks it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's what I'm missing.
Doesn't count.
Is
Yeah,
a
sure,
Dark
pass.
Chirito. Huh. Well, let's find it real fast. It matters.
Make it show.
Pass.
Send it for
Got a 10.
Doesn't
I'm adding it to the wrong deck
Gotcha.
list. Whoops.
for 6.
Go to 4.
Doesn't count.
Yep.
For 6.
There you go. Yeah, so Dark Chirito, it's going to be 16 damage, doesn't have the blocks in hand. And that's it. Game over. Congratulations.
I like never drew
Multiples
more
don't
than
count towards
2 card
shotgun unless
in Foundation
omnial.
turn.
Well, shotgun also says face up, but it doesn't matter because its base damage was 18.
Wish I drew more than one Foundation
6,
in one turn.
6, 6 is 18, and Inferno was at 18. Yeah. Anywho, congratulations to Jay playing Super Skullman for winning this week's campus championship. If you liked this, make sure that you check out the rest of the matches that were played here. We'd absolutely love to see you out on campus. So, once again, we'll catch you guys later. Stay learned.